Data Enthusiast. Today is a very simple program to find factorial of any number. So how we can define factorial of any number? The factorial of any number is defined as the product of all integers from 1 to that number. For example, we have to find the factorial of 6. So how we can calculate that? Multiplication of all the integers means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So the answer will be 720. So the factorial of 6 the factorial of 6 is 720. So okay, yeah, so let's dive into the code. Okay, let's we are taking an input from user as integer. So enter the number. We are taking the input from user. So we'll first set a counter name as factorial equal to 1. Why? I'll tell you. Okay, and for simplicity, always remember that factorial of negative numbers is not defined. So any number which is less than 0 has not defined any factorial, or we can't define factorial of any negative number. So check if the num is negative, positive or 0. So if num is equal to 0, so 0 factorial is 1. It is defined. So if num less than 0, if num is less than 0, print simple factorial of negative numbers are factorial of negative number is not defined. Okay, then we'll dive into elif statement. We will code this logic as if elif else statement. So our next logic or next condition is if num is equal to 0. If number is 0, then print factorial of 0 is 1. Else I'll iterate a for loop here for I in range. Please understand this. For I in range 1 to, we have to multiply all the integers from 1 to that number, that certain number. So range should be num plus 1. Okay. Then we have given a factorial here. Okay, so factorial will be our counter or our value which will get updated at every iteration while the for loop is going from 1 to that certain number. So factorial is equal to factorial star I. Focus here. If in this range 1 is coming here, I, and factorial we have set it as 1. Okay, if we set this factorial as 0, then every time the number which is coming from the range will be multiplied by 0. So there will nothing to find as factorial. So while doing multiplication or anything related to multiplication, always set your counter to 1 so that the multiplication go in the stepwise manner. So factorial is equal to 1 and star I. So 1 star 1 is 1. So the updated value of factorial is 1. And again we go in this for loop and take the value 2. So factorial value is 1 and this is 2. So 1 into 2 is 2. Again we go in the loop and the step goes on. So we'll print here, print the factorial of num is factorial. So the updated value of so to print directly updated value of factorial, I'll set this print statement here. I'll just run the program. Factorial of 6 is equal to 720. The program is successful. Thanks for watching the video. This is for the day.